going live and it's asking me stuff. All right, live number 2 on YouTube. Main focus: B-Fit Masterclasses are an innovation of my over 30 years of experience caring for kiddos from all walks of life, finding out what it is that gets children to listen to me and to do anything and everything I ask them to do while they're safe, connected, and full of joy. But that doesn't mean that they're getting to do everything that they want, because when things become unsafe, there's a non-negotiable shutdown to life at that point, which I called time in. But what the B-Fit way is just be funny, be interested, and be there. And I am on a mission to share this way with parents, teachers, nannies, grandparents, uncles, aunts, and even just strangers, and or people that don't have children yet that think that they don't like children. And one of the things I talked about last time is it's something that truly, when we implement it in a full force, like if we were to make it a revival, this stuff we already know. Be funny, be interested, and be there. It is not rocket science. But what I'm finding is that it does take a little bit of skill, and it takes a little bit of pre-planning. It takes intention. It takes purpose. And I naturally have it by the grace of God. He's given it to me, which obviously He's also the one that gave me the vision. And without a vision, people perish. And think about what the world's doing. Children are, I think about the Mendez brothers, Columbine kids, I call them. Did you know that even Phoenix Children's Hospital a couple years ago, I cried when I found this out. I was actually at an event, and a parent was talking about it. And did you know that every day, at least a couple years ago, I don't know, I'm kind of scared to look at what the statistic is now, but every day 7 children came into Children's Phoenix Hospital with suicidal ideation. And can you believe that the average age was 12? And the little set of footage that they had for making us aware of this, there was a documentary it was a 9-year-old that was saying he didn't know how to handle his feelings. And you see the desperation and the helpless look on his dad's face as his son's telling the camera, I just don't care. I just don't know. He's 9 years old. So that's why, it doesn't seem like rocket science, but, what are kiddos feeling? What are they thinking? What are their desires? What's their favorite color? What do they like to do? We know that we want them to be safe. We want them to be happy. We want them to be clothed. We want them to have a house. We want them to be smart. We want them to, excel. We want them to play the sport we played. We want them to have a better life than we had. And that's what the B-Fit way is all about. Is just a tool belt that I wear, and it gives me an opportunity to, no matter what the world throws at a child and I when we are hanging out together, there is nothing that can stop us from being joyful, being connected, and being safe. It doesn't mean that always we're going to have happiness. It doesn't mean that feelings and emotions aren't going to explode. We're going to have every natural disaster. There's going to be a tsunami. There's going to be a volcano. There's going to be a tornado. There's going to be what else? An earthquake. I mean, any natural disaster you can think of absolutely is going to come out. Yet the B-Fit way tool belt is a roadmap it's an off-road map, actually, though. You can't take a hot rod necessarily on here. It's an off-road adventure. You definitely need to have knobby tires. So like a dirt bike or a Jeep or a Range Rover. But the cool thing is that that's how life is. It's not always going to be a smooth, nice Autobahn. where you can just go from 0 to 100. And, but that's how it has its own set of, dangers. But I'm just on the 19th of July, go ahead and just meet me here online for about an hour and a half. And we're going to talk about this. I'm going to break it down. And I have a beautiful acronym for Be Funny. It's Be Fun, Unpredictable, Noisy, Nonsensical, and Youthful. And then Be Interested. You just got to make sure that a child knows that you care. And then being there is just, it's not just a physical thing. I mean, you can spend, 6 hours with your child and they never really felt your presence. So all these things are, it's not about like being right or being perfect. Actually, that's the whole beauty of it, is being imperfect is even the best thing, because showing your child that you can trip and fall on your face and let them laugh at you without you getting some way, it gives them the courage to be able to go, and maybe a mistake happens and then they don't get so devastated. I had a 2-year-old today that accidentally, a piece of her candy fell out of her mouth onto the floor, and she looked down and almost started to have a meltdown because of the disappointment that came. But she's only 2, so disappointment's disappointment even catches us big people. You can have over 10,000 days of experience on this planet, and disappointment can strike you and make you do something that you wouldn't normally do, and you're having to apologize the next day. So imagine how much more for a 2-year-old that's just learning emotions for the first time. Disappointment is probably one of the strongest and most powerful negative feelings and emotions, or emotion, I don't even know what it would be categorized as, but that feeling catches people more than anything. But anyway, my point is that it was a piece of candy that got dirty, and her understanding was, it like her life was over at that point for a minute, right? And I was like, well, what is it? And she's like, it's dirty. And I'm like, yep. And me just responding like that changed her mindset. It was like, oh, because she's waiting for my reaction. They're waiting for our reaction. We model their understanding of what feelings are. We help them be self-aware. We help them with their emotional intelligence by having it ourselves. But when we were children, we're going to have some stuff. So that's the thing too, is we're going to talk about how we felt as children. I'm going to tell you about some of the things that I went through and that I thought at the time. And they're just normal things that everybody goes through. It's not about a parent doing anything wrong. It's just about the perception. And then actually, you can have 2 children and you can say the same sentence to the children at the same time, and one of them's going to cry and the other one's going to sit there and just be like, okay, and walk away. It depends on how they receive that information, or what tone of voice might have been used, or whatever it is. It's interesting. And that kind of stuff is what the BE-FIT way kind of helps you get through. And I just want to share it with the world. And right now I'm sitting out here by the water in Tacoma. Here, maybe this will work. I hope it doesn't kick us off. But this is Ruston Way, or I'm on Ruston Way, but I don't know. Actually, I guess it's I really don't technically know. Hi, Aaron and Caleb, or Celeb. I'm sorry. I hope I said your name right. I don't think I did. But so I'm just out here, and I was thinking about you guys, and I was like, wow, I need to. And actually, it's coming up, so I need to make sure that I become omnipresent. I have some mentors that are helping me to package this so that I can deliver it to the world. And one of the things that's just practical is that I've got to let people know that it's happening, right? So because I'm still getting used to this, I think later I can go in and I can put the link in. I do have a link that you can go and you can RSVP, and I have a couple gifts in there for you as well. And we're gonna work this out, but it's gonna be fun. I pray that you can come. And essentially all of my whole vision is truly by the grace of God, but it comes from the idea of training up a child in the way he should go, and when he's old he doesn't depart from it. And if you remember yourself, there's certain traits you still have that you had when you were a child. You may not even notice them. And we're going to go through some of that stuff, because the way you felt, what more would your child feel that same way? And sometimes we're just accidentally overcompensating, or we're just copying what actually wasn't even powerful for ourselves. And so we're just going to have a nice little off-road. We're just going to cut right through the middle and give you a cheat sheet to just get through things like power struggles, temper tantrums, separation anxiety, meltdowns, transitions, like, not wanting to brush your teeth, not wanting to go to bed, quality time and quantity time, how to do all that stuff. I'm just so excited. So, shoot, this is 10 minutes long now. My name's Angela Whalon. I forgot to introduce myself. I do this all the time in life. My name's Angela Whalon, and I am just on a mission to help parents, especially with toddlers and preschoolers, so that we can nip some of this stuff in the bud, because we're going to create compelling futures for our future leaders of the world, and making them understand the feeling of security, resilience with their emotions and their behaviors, and then the preparedness to be more than conquerors and to be able to tackle anything that comes their way is what's going to make not their life perfect, but make it so that if they trip and fall, that they get back up, that they never give up, and that they actually end up going towards whatever it is that their purpose is, and whatever their dreams are, that they get to stay intact, and we don't accidentally blow out their spirit or their desires, and their wants. But sometimes it's just because we don't know, because we're too busy. And that's where I'm like I want to tell the world to stop, give parents a break. You guys should have like 3 years where you just get to go kick it with your baby. 3 years off paid vacation, if it's up to me. Grace of God. But yeah, I am excited to be able to continue to talk about this, teach about this, show people about this, and yeah, we're just going to change the world. It's a blessing. So stay blessed. I love you. I love you. All right? And these are going to come more often, and half is short. We got to do these in 6 minutes or less. Please bear with me. Stay blessed. Ooh, I don't even know how to stop this thing. All right, great. You hear the motorcycles in the background? Nope. Oh, I can already send a link. Oh my gosh. Hey, you guys, do you know how to turn this off? How did I do it last time? I really don't even know. Okay, wait. I don't have my glasses on either. I'm going to just do the X. Stop streaming. Yes, okay. Got it. I think I just pushed the X, and then it says, are you sure you want to stop streaming? Let's go. Yes. We'll just say okay.